You can access your Google Calendar from, just like you do any of the other Google apps, from the 3x3 grid. If you click on it when you're logged into your MyProwler account, choose Calendar. And if you've never messed around with Calendar before, you probably by default are seeing the week view. Now, you can change the default setting to whichever one you prefer. So if you prefer the day view and you like to see hourly each hour of the day what's going on, the week view as is the default. The month view, which is actually what I prefer. There's also 5-day, and then there's agenda view. So it really depends upon what your preference is. But you can go in and change the setting by over on the left-hand sidebar. There's a little thing that says My Calendars, and if you've only used this, this is your first time, you'll only have one calendar under there, which is your name by default. You're set up with a MyProwler account that includes your name. But the little drop down arrow next to where it says My Calendars will bring you to the settings. And under settings, under general, you can actually change the default view to whichever one you prefer. Here's month. And as long as you're in here, you can also change the time format and the date format and make sure that you're in the proper time zone and all of those things. You can choose whether or not you want weather to show and whatnot. But these are all of your calendar settings. Make sure you push save and you're back to your calendar. Now to create a new calendar, you simply click the drop down arrow next to My Calendar and click where it says Create New Calendar. And you can name it whatever you want. I'm just going to call mine Demo Cal for now. You can put a description in here if you want. And right off the bat, you can decide whether or not you want to make this calendar public or share it with other people. If you just want to share it with a specific person, you can type in their email address here. And then they'll be able to either see all the event details, make changes, and manage sharing, whatever you want. So you can just add a specific person. So if you want to share it with your coach or your teacher or your significant other or whatever, you can make sure to do that right here. The other thing you can do is you can actually make this calendar public, and you actually have to click this first. But if you make this calendar public, if you plan to embed it in a web page, you have to make sure that you make this calendar public. So make sure that you change the share settings to the proper settings before you create the calendar. Once I've named it, and if I want to, I can put a description in. I can hit Create Calendar. It says making your calendar public will make all visible. Yep, I'm sure this time because I'm going to embed this calendar. And right now, it shows up over here as called Demo Calendar. Now, it's made itself a brown color. I can go in and change the color to anything I want over here. Change it to yellow instead. And if I want to see the events in that calendar, I have to make sure that the little colored box is filled in, because that means the calendar is turned on. Right now I have a few calendars on, but there aren't events showing up in all of them. If I turn off my Kelly Wheats calendar, you can see that they disappear off of the calendar. If I turn off my personal calendar, there they are. So you can turn calendars on and off. Sometimes it makes it easier to search for events and whatnot if you turn others off. But here's my demo calendar. It is filled in, so I know it's turned on, and it's ready to go.